no escape. And Charlie said she's feeling low. It must be hard, they were so close. In her treehouse it would glow. I can't be related.
Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year. And welcome back to the Stoic Stream. I do not know if our good friend Brett is going to be able to join us tonight. I know he is on the road right now, remote. So he may or may not join us tonight, but we'll see. Otherwise, we are playing some New World again. Right now, we are on a chest run with some of our other friends in the Marauder faction here. These chest runs do get a little crazy. Yeah, we're rolling pretty deep right now. So yeah, New Year, 2022. I hope everybody had a safe and wonderful New Year and didn't get into too much. With how crazy everything is going out there with the COVID, I hope you were able to not catch that. Alright. Oh, I'm just backing up right into another boss enemy here. Like Amigo. Alright. So right now we are at the Imperial Palace. Doing the elite chests up there. This group usually then goes up to the Shatter Mountain, Shattered Mines, and then the Merc right after this. So it should be interesting. If you guys don't have a chest run like this on your server with like a kind of faction or multi-company run, and you're playing New World, I definitely recommend you get one together. It's a great way to get up your expertise, no longer called the watermarks, expertise, and yeah, highly recommended. First thing I recommend you do learn is how to press X and sheath your weapon. It's hilarious how many people get so bent out of shape that they can't get through the crowd. They're like, "Oh, get out of the way! I'm trying to loot the chest." Well, if you have your weapon out, the game is set up so you can't have two players in the same spot, which makes sense. You wouldn't want to have 10 players stack on each other and be in the same spot and throw their attacks all at the same time. Yeah, put your weapons away when you're trying to get through the crowds. But the new year, I need to get back to the roots here. So I think we need to get to a schedule on the stream and not just be streaming the same game every time. And then I need to get back to the roots and get my boy Bread back in here. Even though he's on the road right now, so it's not a huge deal, right? But yeah. So that's the goal right now. We're going straight through. What are we doing? We're killing this? All right. So our server does have a different chest run that usually runs about a half hour prior to right now. But that chest run isn't very community based. It is very every man for themselves. So there's very little coordination. It is everyone meets at point A at said time, and then everybody just runs. And if you get picked off by a boss like that one we just fought all together there, you're on your own. So it's kind of toxic. This one is run by this group here called Wakanda, and they organize it. They have a squad, actually I think 2 squads dedicated to pure protection of the group that just either fights off mobs or other factions when they're trying to pick us off. Because one of the things that other factions do pick up on is, oh, every night at this time, this faction runs this chest run. So they camp out, wait for the chest run, and then cast a bunch of AoEs and try to pick off as many people as they can. So they take on those groups. I don't know what kind of petty of a person you have to be that you have nothing going on, that you just want to sit there and pick off people. Because it's not like there's any bonus for actually killing people in this game, right? It's really you just you get your feels. You get your feel goods, and that's about it. Let's switch up the music a little bit here. Alright. So this is one of the big changes that happened about 2 weeks ago, where that bear used to be down on the beach. I'm not sure if I've ever showed it on stream. And it used to be tanky as tanky gets. But yeah, it used to be down on the beach, and they moved it up here with the main boss. So now you have both of those to fight off when you come up here. It makes this main boss a little less easy to just camp, because she does drop a pretty good drop up here. I think it's the Jewel Crafter's shirt. So you are noticing some people are falling in here, but people are trying to pick each other up. That's another great part about this run, is that it's definitely a community run. Everyone helps out, tries to pick each other up. heals are all kind of community based. Mine have always been kind of community based because I have AoE heals. So whether I like it or not, if you are in the same faction and the same mode as me, you're catching heals. So but for everyone else, yeah. And let's knock him down. Oh, it's provisions crate. Not a huge fan of those, but whatever. There's the boss. Now this boss can be a little slippery. He has a technique where he can, not that one. He like jumps out from the group. Can put anyone got space. Alright, and then we like to go personal Curly. Oh, Curly's the same group. Wait. This little misdirection here catches some people sometimes. Alright. Having run this with them a couple times, a little more familiar with their pattern of how they run this, which is pretty efficient. I don't feel like you miss any decent sized chests. You get really big, all the big stockpiles and everything. Since last stream, I did go ahead and finally make myself my Void Bent set, and then put some pearls in them for some extra luck. Hopefully that can help improve my drops I'm getting from from these chests, though it doesn't seem like it. I've never been a big one to run a lot of luck, but now I've got, what, 0.5 times 5, so 2.5, and then 2.8 times 5, whatever that comes out to. So, you know, like 15% luck or something now. Plus whatever luck you get for running in PvP mode. So, and running the luck armor during a run like this instead of the armor that has my skills on, it's not really giving me any lack of a bonus or unnecessary reduction. Like, I don't have the fortified sacred ground or whatever right now, but it's not a huge deal to have that for this run. So I have made a decision. I did talk to my friend Shido about it, friend of the stream, friend of mine personally. When Final Fantasy XIV figures it out with their servers, I think we're going to make the move over there. New World, it's fun. I want it to be good, but there's just so much frustration with this game on every aspect. It is playing an alpha, maybe like an alpha 2. When it first came out, it was like playing an alpha 1. They were having the same problems that Ashes of Creation was having in their alpha 1. So, yeah, it just needs polish and so much work on it. So, I'm gonna make the jump over to Final Fantasy XIV. So we'll see a lot more content on that on a stream-to-stream basis. But as well as I think I'm gonna start mixing it up again and bring back the playing different games. Not just Fortnite or Warzone, which I haven't played, but just from what I'm hearing is just a freaking dumpster fire right now. But other newer games that are coming out and stuff. I wasn't such a huge fan of Lost Ark when I watched the demo and preview of that, but excuse me, I make myself some arm space here. But yeah, games like Lost Ark, and other games that might either be free to play, that some people are just interested in seeing like some of the gameplay for it, like, hey, what does it look like, how does it play, as well as some other games that I think I might like. So all the green gear you can salvage without even looking at it. Pretty much the blue stuff too, actually, to be honest. And definitely the gray. So, dumpster fire. Engineering mastery. Reinforcement mining look. Focus strength. So a 580 staff. So I did get my, I guess since we're all waiting up here right now, I did get my life staff expertise up to 590, and I'm mostly now focusing on the 3 accessories. I'm not planning on being a tank anytime soon, as my days grow short for this game. But since I am a healer, yeah, the life staff was important. Also to get into the Lazarus dungeon, so I could potentially drop a decent Will of the Ancients, which essentially is the best dropping life staff in the game. The only way I can see that getting better is if you had a crafted life staff. You got the 2 main perks, which is Blessed and Refreshing Move, and then you got a better perk than Refreshing, which is a pretty solid perk on your life staff, especially as like the 3rd perk. I had to really dig deep to figure out what's a better 3rd perk on that. So let's my flag time hasn't even gotten there yet. So I'm not even healing these people, I'm just shooting them because I like shooting people apparently.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Oh, here he is. Brett, how you doing, man?
Can you hear me?
I can. You're really faint, but I can. Let's pause the music for a second here.
Yes. No.
How's New York,
Hello?
man? Can you hear me is the question. Oh, damn it, I'm on push to talk and I didn't even remember.
What's up, my brother?
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. I apologize for the poor mic quality. I went the budget route and went with the Skull Candy earbuds instead of AirPods. Sorry, Skull Candy.
Hey, sometimes you want to be on a budget.
Yeah. Well, maybe one of these days I'll make the jump to like Beats or something like that. I have a hard time validating an expensive purchase for earbuds because I'm terrified I'm just going to drop $100 piece of equipment into the sewer somewhere or something like that, you know?
No, I hear you, man.
Like, these Skull Candy earpods, they were like on sale for $40. So if for whatever reason these, you know, get dropped into a ditch somewhere, boo-hoo, $40. $250 for the AirPods Pro. I'd be devastated.
Yeah, that'd be quite depressing if you dropped $250 into the, like a toilet or something. Like,
And you know it's happened.
Oh, you know it's happened. Yeah, like that's not even like unrealistic. Like it's never gonna happen. No, that happens. I know Flipped has dropped his phone in the toilet before. And who doesn't watch TikToks on the toilet these days? You're like me.
I was watching like some stand-up highlights. One of the comedians I follow is named Andrew Schulz, and he was talking about, it wasn't even a bit. He was just doing like crowd work, and he was talking about like if it came down to toilet paper or having a phone to go to the bathroom, he'd rather have his phone.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, that's like a 50-50 chance you're really going to need toilet paper as a guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny, but it's also like there's something there. I feel like.
No, I mean, it's not entirely not true or like whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
That's modern bowel movement for you, man. That's bowel movement in the 21st century. I digress. Enough shit talking.
So I'm not sure if you were listening at all before you got up in here.
I was not.
I understand. So as one, when Final Fantasy XIV figures out their server situation, because that game is so popular right now, they have stopped selling it and stopped advertising for it. And they're trying to buy all the parts for building new servers, and they're paying well above market for it, or they're offering well above market for it. But there's just such a shortage of parts that it's too ridiculous right now. So a game that's growing that rapidly it has to have something good with it. So I at least have to play it and check it out.
You said Final Fantasy, right?
It's Final Fantasy XIV, and they've got the free try us out to level 60. So you gotta try it out with me.
Okay.
It's in your price range.
The game's not new, is it?
No. So the game originally launched in like 2010 or something, and it was dog water when it originally launched. And then they went back to the drawing board, and they're like, all right, The game sucks. We need to fix it. And then they relaunched in, I think, 2014 or something.
Yeah.
And the second launch was much more successful, and they've been running ever since. But, you know, they relaunched with that bad taste in everyone's mouth, like the game wasn't very good or whatever. And they basically reset everybody that had played it for the first couple months that they originally launched it. But they gave them a little, like, extra for coming back. You know, like, here's like a special this or that for coming back.
Okay.
But since then, their population has been growing exponentially. If this was a stock, you would think it was like Tesla or Amazon, because it's
Not
going.
like GME.
It. I don't even know what that stock looks like these days, to be honest. But it's going up. In 2021, twice they stopped selling new keys to the game because their servers were getting overloaded. So
Now, where's like, is there data on that, or is there not like a? Well, I was gonna say there's a supply chain issue, but I'm guessing this is all digital downloads, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so that's not.
I mean,
That doesn't make any sense.
the servers themselves are not. You know, you have to have the hardware to host a server, right? That's
Fair
not a
enough.
digital.
Yeah.
So that's the part that they're.
Getting parts from China or whatever, that could kind of be a server issue.
I mean, they're trying to get parts from wherever right now, and that's the server issue, because there's no parts. So, but that's what's holding them back, is the same issues that you and I are having, trying to build new PCs and stuff. You know, we ran into that issue building our PCs. They're now running into that issue trying to build servers. And
Which reminds me, I just got an email notification from EVGA that there is there's a 30 card available and reserved for me for 20 hours.
ooh. I'm sure you can buy that and resell it to the Final Fantasy 14 people for an upmark.
I don't want to be that guy, dude. I'm like contributing to the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love to just own it and have it, but also, yeah, man. I don't really need it, nor do I really have any intentions of holding on to it or upgrading my CPU. I guess CPU is really the only thing. Probably my motherboard too. Like I don't want to do any of that right now.
Sounds like you could definitely use a hard drive upgrade.
Well, yeah, but I mean, those are always, those go on sale all the time.
Yeah, hard
Have
drives are all.
access to that.
Yeah, hard drives are all over the place.
I think I saw the Samsung joint for like terabyte NVMe drive for like $100 on sale, but I just, yeah, man, it's, I want to say I'm playing less, but the XP count on my Fortnite account would say otherwise.
Did you bring something to play with while you're on the road right now?
Not, man, I did not. It wasn't a priority for me this time around. It honestly is a pain to travel with a console.
It is.
Especially if you don't have the correct carrying equipment, right? Last summer when I went back to San Diego to visit my mom, I threw my PlayStation 4 in my duffel bag, and it was kind of annoying.
I can see that.
Super annoying. Plus, I had my work laptop, and then having to go through the scanning, taking out my console, and then everyone saw I had like the old crap. Well, I guess the new gens weren't out yet, but everyone just, it was low-key embarrassing.
I had this
Are the new gens out?
embarrassing old hardware.
PS4, yeah. Like the grown-ass man going through security with a PS. actually know why that's a problem, to be honest. It's just kind of funny when you think about it like that.
I mean, everyone does it these days.
So yeah, man, I when I get back, um, I'll download it and we'll see how it goes. But of course, no promises.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with that. It's giving it the old college try. But I was also thinking we need to bring back the trying out new games like once a month or something.
Yeah.
So even though Lost Ark does not appeal to me, I think we should probably try that out in March when I think it is the release date.
Yeah, Lost Ark looks cool.
That top-down MMO.
What else can we try? I know Steez was really pushing, not Tarkov, but God, what was he pushing? He was pushing one of the off-brand shooters. I can't remember the game. Steez, are you in the chat?
Splitgate?
Splitgate. Yeah. He was high on Splitgate, even though when I see him on Discord, it's like always Valo. Don't mean to blow up your spot, Steez. But I know you sent for Valo. I can't blame you. Valo is so fun.
Yeah. Not even gonna deny that. Valorant, when we were playing it, was fun. I wish I had a better internet connection because then I'd be able to stream it. We would have played a lot more Valorant if I had a better internet connection.
Yeah. We'll figure that out one day.
One day, eventually.
Valo is so hot, dude. Valo is so freaking hot right now.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think they probably have had like the best LAN events of all the
FPS games?
of all the titles that are having LAN events right now, right? Like Call of Duty has been kind of meh. Fortnite is non-existent. Actually, I think they had like a DreamHack event maybe in like Europe. Halo actually had an event in Raleigh. I just didn't find out about it until like days before, and didn't have enough time to get up to Raleigh to check that out, but that would have been cool.
I mean, Valorant definitely seems like a very, like, has got a lot of potential to be very competitive on and a very excitable game on the competitive scene. So I could definitely see that, right?
I mean, thinking about how big CS:GO is, right?
Yeah, I mean it's CS:GO and with little special skills. That's really,
Abilities.
yeah. So that's really what it is, and I like that there's so many different unique abilities. Like the one thing I probably would have wanted to see, now I haven't played it for like 6 months, was more maps, but that's me.
Yeah. And I think they did. I think they added one or two.
Yeah.
Speaking of maps, I haven't even checked out the new Warzone map yet.
I haven't either, but man, every time I see some little content creator talking about it,
It's not in a good light.
it is not. It is like this dumpster fire called Warzone and Vanguard. Yeah.
Yeah. They it's just so funny, right? Because like you start noticing, like the features each game steals from each other.
Oh, totally. Like Fortnite with the sliding. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Like, you know how Fortnite has had like weird, like I don't want to call them bosses, right? But sometimes there's like monsters randomly depending on the seasons or whatever.
I have heard that there's like Krampus in
Yeah.
Warzone.
Yeah. So they like demonized Santa for the holiday season. And he's still in the game.
Oh, in Fortnite?
No, he's still in Call of Duty.
Oh,
And people hate Krampus, dude. So
I
funny. I have no idea. I've just seen it a little bit from, the people I follow on Twitch or like the content that I'll check out on YouTube. So hilarious.
yeah. I've only seen one content creator talking specifically about the Krampus part, but yeah, also not in a good light.
Yeah. I think there's very little about Call of Duty. Actually, no. I've heard people really like multiplayer in Vanguard. And by really like multiplayer in Vanguard, I mean the anti-cheat is relatively decent.
Here is the Petty Squad. So we're doing the big faction chest run right now, and there's a whole little yellow team that likes to stand on the rooftop and throw their spells and shoot us from the top while we're trying to loot chests. Because, they have nothing better to do with life.
Mm.
But yeah, so Warzone, definitely have zero interest to go back and check that out, even though our boys from the cartel are there.
Yeah, man, that's the only reason why I like Warzone still, right? Obviously, shouts out Baco Man, shouts out Argentina Fargo, shouts out Pound Town Brown, shouts out Cheeto, shouts out the Warzone homies, obviously.
Oh,
For
but
sure give Fortnite a go. Hit me up.
I mean, if you like Final Fantasy 14, you're going to be seeing a lot of Cheeto. Like if Final Fantasy 14 pans out and there's like some class in there that you're like, oh, this is kind of like a whatever the first person shooter class is, and you like it, I bet Cheeto buys a new PC by March.
Sorry, my brother was asking me a question about the Steelers. I think they're statistically out of the playoff picture. But I should hit up Cheeto to see if he wants this EVGA 30 card.
Dude, if you tell him like you'll try Final Fantasy 14, does he need this to build a PC? He'll be like, yes. You won't even like negotiate. He'd be like, yes. What's the price?
If you need it, I'll get it for you. Business transitions, huh?
And then shout out to Baco on his promotion. Congrats on that.
Yo, Baco, big time in it, baby, big things. Congrats.
Yep.
Please don't forget to invite me for the carne asada.
You gonna come back all the way to California for that?
Dog, I would book a flight to Baco's for a weekend of him cooking food anytime, dude.
I mean, he told me to crash his wedding, and I didn't even do that, just because I know it's like an 8-hour drive up to where he's at. Like, he was like, for sure, I know somebody's not going to show up, because they've got a big family on both sides of their family. They had like 500 people at their wedding. He's like, I know for sure somebody is not going to show up. He's like, just crash it. It's no big deal. I was like, all right, man.
If the homies are watching, man, hope you guys are having a happy new year. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Hit me up. Holler at your boy. Just not in Caldera.
It's not Caldera. Well, our boy Cheeto went to a New Year's Eve party, which is very unlike Cheeto to actually go to.
Oh yeah?
And now he's sick.
Oh, yo?
So I'm like, uh-oh, someone's got the cove.
Is this a California trip?
What?
Was this somewhere in California, or did he?
Yeah, he
I'm
was
guessing
out.
it was local.
Yeah, he was. I don't know where exactly where he went. I don't have the full details of it. I just know he was not feeling it right now. I was like, man, I'm scared to go to family events, much less other like events.
Yeah, man, it's you just never know. You know what I mean? You just never
Dude.
really know. And that's tough.
Everybody I've talked to that's gotten sick since Christmas was we had a family event. Niece, nephew, uncle, whoever was sick at it, and now I have COVID.
Yeah. Well,
It's not gonna be pretty.
for what it's worth, I am boosted, so yeah, man, everyone's a little bit different, dude. But I still feel like I've got that third world immunity. You know,
Third world immunity.
Filipino, born in the Philippines. I was out there for about 6 years, 7 years. Those formative, those formative years. I feel like there's something to be said about that. But I'm also boosted, folks. So yeah, and
Oh, you got that COVID
know.
booster.
yeah, so I'm double vaxxed with the booster. 'Cause, yeah, I was getting ready to start my new job, and I wanted to be able to get up to uptown Charlotte and go into the office and things like that. And I knew I was going to be traveling in the holidays, or for New Year's here to, New York, aka Ground Zero.
Man, New York is crazy, and Texas is crazy, man. They are offering nurses $10K a week to be a nurse in Texas right now, and I'm like, hey, honey, because my wife's an RN. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, 10K a week,
Yeah. Y'all.
right?
know? Sheesh, please, 10K a week. I mean, I was trying to, I think this is probably true anywhere, but I was trying to schedule a PCR once I got up here just to try to be as safe as possible.
Yeah, makes sense.
And, like, you can't get an appointment for, like, a week,
Oh, geez.
you know? So I was just like, all right, let's just get some rapids. I mean, it's the best we can kind of do in the situation. It's not the best, but kind of all we got, so. So yeah, it's risky.
Yeah.
It's a little risky, but I masked up, got that KN95, got that boost, got those good vibes, and yeah. But I digress. Cheeto, if you're watching, hope that New Year's kiss was worth it, player. Hope that little 2022 smooch was worth 2-week vacation from work.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not 2 weeks anymore. You heard the CDC. You get 5 days.
A 2-week paid. Oh, did the policy change?
Not at work, but CDC's come out and said if you're 5 days in and you're asymptomatic, you can go back to work. And this is for like nurses to go back into the office. I'm like,
I'm pretty sure the CDC said if you've got a grandmother that prays, you can go back to work,
yeah, there's some definite sus influence on these CDC policies right now.
I think we could just say as whatever your perspective is, right? We're all exhausted at this point.
Yeah, right? Like,
It's really, at this point, we're just all, whether...
I've got a symptom. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I think we're just all exhausted about the situation that it's just not worth, it's just not worth anymore, right? It's just, so, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Nope. On a separate subject, because we're kind of getting political right here, and I'm just going to do it for 2 minutes.
Okay, let's do it.
AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is calling out Congress for front running and insider trading.
Ooh, yeah.
Have you heard about that?
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
Specifically, Nancy Pelosi,
Ooh.
which is the same party, which is what I love. Like, she's like cutthroat. Like, I'm not gonna make this party thing. I'm just gonna make it. You're one of the biggest earners from these holes in policies. What do you have to say about it? Like, why aren't we making this a policy? So, respect to her on that, personally. And what's funny is when I've read articles about it and I go down to the comments about what people are saying about it, it seems to be across both lines. But people are like, I hate that I have to say this, but I agree with AOC. I'm like,
That's the best. Those are the best ones, you know?
yeah, right?
Those are certainly the best ones. So, yeah, no, that's. I feel like that's certainly. That was certainly a big ticket item earlier. You know, in last year, came up a couple times. Forget who they were interviewing, right? But there were just really terrible interviews with politicians trying to validate why it's okay for them to have stock, you know, and it's just
Yeah, because there was that insider trading scandal last year where was it? I think it was 2 years ago now, where COVID was coming out and a bunch of people in Congress all had that meeting about what's the potential impact of COVID, and a whole bunch of people bought a whole bunch of stock in PPE companies immediately after that. And I was like, yeah, that's not sus at all. But hey, Martha Stewart went to jail for these kinds of things.
yeah. Oh, but if a bunch of just, you know, extra regular people decide to stick it to the man and buy GameStop, you know?
We both know that was not just a bunch of people sticking it to the man. That was one person at the top pumping the stock up.
Yeah, but there had to have. I mean, there was also there was a reason why they were targeting GME, right? Because of all of the downside options contracts that these big firms were selling.
I mean, the company had announced that they're going out of business, and it was honestly a safe bet for them to make those what's it
Sell
called?
those options contracts.
The options contracts, but also what was it? They were selling the stock short. Like that.
Yeah.
That was a conservative investment, in my opinion, for as far as investing in the stock market.
Come on, Stoic. No, they're investing in the
The
stock
company had announced we're going bankrupt and we're shutting down. What's the stock gonna do? The stock's gonna go down, man. That's
yeah, that's fine. That's fine, but you know, if you go uncovered, you know what I mean? There's risks involved in
Oh,
that.
there's definitely risk. There's definitely
So,
risk.
You know,
But-
that's on them for going uncovered California.
Uncovered California. I mean, that was their fault. But at the same time, how that happened was illegal. Like we'll just say it. Because it was one person that had the stock that was blowing it up on Reddit, and he was all bent out of shape or whatever.
By the way, really quick, YouTube world, this is not investment advice.
This is not investment
Go ahead.
advice. This
I'm gonna
is
go ahead and put this out there. It's not investment advice. All right. This is not investment advice, but go ahead and get you some crypto. This is not investment advice. I want to go ahead and let everybody know that crypto gifting has arrived at Robinhood. Shameless plug to 6 people.
Are we up to 6? Jeez.
6 to 12? No, views. I feel like your average views are like anywhere from like 10 to 30.
I think a lot of those are after the fact, and I think a lot of them are the bots that are then
Hey, it
plugging.
doesn't matter, man. Hey, you know,
Speaking
matter.
of bots,
Yeah.
so New World, at its height when it first launched, for like that week one, had 900,000 players playing at one time during that first week. And then since then, everybody got over the hype of Amazon, and people that the game wasn't for them stopped playing, and then everyone that was like, oh, this game's glitchy and there's all these things wrong with it, stopped playing. They're down to about 100,000 people playing a week, which isn't bad for a game. That's still top 10 in what's it called, Steam, right?
Yeah.
If I was running a video game and I had 100,000 people playing it every week, day in and day out or whatever, I would call that a successful game, But the thing with this game is there's all of these bots in here farming gold. And so what they do is the bots go and farm like the basic resources. They put it on the market, and then they sell it on the market. They take that gold, and then they sell all that gold through a third-party site to somebody for real-world money. So my question now is that they're hovering around 100,000. How many of these 100,000 are bots? I think it's a larger percentage than they want people to know.
Because the profit margin isn't making sense. Is that what the indicator is?
Well, I mean, the profit margin, this game isn't a sub game. You buy it once, and then you can buy in-game, not currency, but in-game items, like skins and stuff. They're hoping for the micro transactions. But the amount of people that show up for these events, I don't think reflects that there are 1,000 people a night playing on my particular server alone,
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of bots in here. Uh-oh. We got PvPers attacking us from somewhere. Yeah. It's funny that it's always like the most cowardice ones are the ones that like, yep, I think they're up here on this building. Yep, there they are. Let's see if we can get this real quick. But yeah, so like similar to like Twitch, when Twitch was bot cleansing, and was it XQC lost like 20,000 followers after they did that. Granted, he still had like 100,000 followers or something, but that's a lot of bots accessing Twitch. This one, when it's an actual investment that you're using them to make money, directly for you, because they're farming gold and then they're coming back and you have pretty solid returns. I'm wondering how much of that is just straight up bots. But I don't think we'll ever know. Because when that comes out and they do the potential next bot wipe, because they're talking about, we need to get rid of these bots. They're bots that ruin the economy. Because players like myself that do go out and mine our own ore and stuff and all of that can't make as much money as we should be able to, because the bots are essentially ruining the market because they're flooding the market with a bunch of unnecessary resources to sell. Yeah, how many of these characters bots are going to be wiped out? It'll be interesting to see. Okay. Let's get out of here. It's good to see some of my friends actually come back in. So on our server, we lost a bunch of territories, and Yellow's in like mass control right now, which is kind of what we were hoping for. Because now all of our friends that were stuck on purple and other colors can now move over to green. So it's nice seeing some of them back online because they've got other friends to play with. Life stealing. But yeah, so back to like maybe once a month trying out a new game one night.
Yeah. I'm into it.
Maybe start that in February or something when you're back off the road and back at home.
Yeah. Did I tell you my Fortnite coach and I made up?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know about made up because we never really addressed the situation, but we're back on speaking terms.
It's like we're civil.
We're civil. We managed to get a couple games of trios in with flipped.
That's good.
But you know, kids, man.
Hey, man, they're still figuring out social skills.
Freshly, you know. Yes, chat. I have 13-year-old friends. All right, but technically he's my Fortnite coach, so it's not it's not pedo-y, you know.
What's up, Cahill? How you doing, man? I had my chat covered.
Yo, Steve. Hey, Steve. One. Type one in the chat if you simp for Valo. Type W in the chat if you choose your hero and Valo based on their aesthetic looks over their actual attribute.
That is something I totally confirmed earlier with Cheeto, because yeah, I was like, hey, what race should I be in Final Fantasy 14? Like, which one's the either most versatile or best one to choose? And he was like, oh, I chose this one because they were the hottest. I was like, what? I was like,
yeah. Maybe Cheeto didn't get a New Year's kiss, you know?
Yeah, you don't have to get a kiss to catch that stuff.
Maybe he kissed an e-girl, you know what I'm saying? Maybe,
Kissed an e-girl.
He found himself a little e-girl.
Oh, mining luck 5%. Look at that.
What did Steve type in the chat?
He said LMAO pause, and then he put 3 skulls.
Hey, by the way, Steve, man, Happy New Year, bro.
Yeah, Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year. Hope you're doing big things. Hope the band's doing big things, and just your friendly annual reminder when you get booked for Coachella, I'm taking pictures and vlogging. GG's.
He says, Happy New Year, y'all. He has not responded to your Coachella.
Oh, he knows. He knows. I'm gonna remind him when it happens too. And like, not just when, um, not just when the drearies are like the small font. You know what I mean? Not when they're just like small font on fucking Friday at 11:30 in the morning. I'm talking about like Saturday night,
Headliner.
11:30. Yeah, I'm talking about main stage, fucking 11:30 at night, drearies. Fucking killing it.
I'll still go when you're a small time.
No, I'm going then too. I'm just saying, don't also forget me when your font gets super big on the poster. You know?
Oh yeah, when that font becomes taller than me, yeah.
Yeah, when you got that big font, don't forget us then either. You know what I'm saying?
He says when we buying ticks, you're gonna be playing, man.
Yeah, no, I'm saying when you guys get booked.
Yeah, Steve, when you guys are the ones at Coachella playing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Big font, font, baby.
You gotta let us know so we can be there. What?
So, it snowed New Year's Day here in Rochester.
Steve says he's gonna get us backstage passes.
Yeah. That's how vlogging and taking photos of the band works. You know what I'm saying?
So you got some snow, eh?
Yeah, I got a little bit of snow. New Year's Day, got a little bit of snow today too. I think we're expecting a little bit of snow on Friday, which is just low key a little scary for me because my flight is on Saturday. And obviously flights are also getting canceled left and right for whatever reason, delays, COVID related, blah 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 blah.
Okay. Have you ever had? Wait, were you up there for Christmas, or is that after Christmas you went up there?
It was after. It was after. So
Okay.
I was laying low in Rock Hill, South Carolina. For those of you that don't know where that is, which is, of course, most of you. Just pretend I said Charlotte, and then you just pretend that you know where Charlotte is, even though, let's be serious,
You don't.
most people don't know where Charlotte is either.
It's somewhere on that right coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Above Florida, below Virginia.
Yeah, man. For those of you out there that live in a region where you deal with snow days on a regular, I don't even know if I want to say hats off to you because that doesn't impress me really. As much as I just feel like you're insane.
Yeah, man. It's been pretty cold here recently. And that's not even an exaggeration. It's been in the 30s. There's been frost on the grass. I know that's still warm compared to New York and where it actually is snowing, but that's really cold for California. And I'm like at the point where I'm like, it is nuts to go outside right now. So yeah, people that live in that cold weather and have to like truck in and back and forth from work. Though a lot of companies are doing the whole remote thing now, so I think, silver lining of COVID, people that are living in those snowy regions don't have to trek so much back and forth to their jobs,
Yeah. But I mean, like, we were walking dogs today, you know what I'm saying? And like after 2 blocks, I was like, oh, this is some BS.
This is ridiculous.
You know what I mean? I had like sweatpants on under my jeans. I didn't have the right footwear, right? People are like wearing boots out now and stuff like that. I had, Air Max, pair of Air Max Plus,
Mm.
things of that nature. So we went up to Buffalo on Saturday to, of course, visit the original birthplace of Buffalo Wings.
Mm.
Apparently, based on all the different signs, originated at several different bars in the Buffalo area. Very strange, but that's
I mean, you're in New York right now.
snake oil tourism for you, I guess.
How many places in New York claim to have the original New York pizza?
Funny enough, dude, it's just I don't think I really had good pizza when I was in New York.
Oh, ouch.
The best pizza I've ever had, I had, two. One place was in Florence, Italy.
Okay.
Like, funny enough, the pizza place that the cast of the Jersey Shore worked at when they were abroad in Italy for a season. I
Okay.
just randomly stumbled upon that restaurant and just went in there just for shits and giggles and ordered pizza there because of that, that little fun fact. But the pizza was actually so fucking good. The other place is in New Haven, Connecticut, and I know that's a very random, not really a random city, I suppose, but I had, some really close friends that were living there at the time, and when I went to go visit, they're like, you really have to check out. We're gonna take you to get New Haven pizza, like it's the real deal. And I was just like, yeah, okay, whatever, Like, we could just hop on a train and get to New York in 2.5 hours, but you guys want to eat New Haven style pizza, whatever. I'm down. Who cares, right?
Okay.
It was the real deal, dude. It was the real freaking deal. Crazy, amazing, Napolitano style with the thin crust, with the crazy good cheese. It was so good, man. The place is called Frank Pepe's Pizza.
Oh, jeez.
And it's probably been on like a Food Network show or some kind of show, about pizza that you've seen, but they have an amazing clam pie that they're famous for. The straight up pepperoni, even just like the straight up marguerite was amazing too, dude. It definitely. It's definitely worth the hype. Like, if you went to New York, like, one of my recommendations would be to get on a train and go to New Haven, Connecticut to get pizza. No BS.
Oh, man. I am glad I don't have a following in New York, because that was choosing violence. Admitting that out loud.
Hey, man. That's fine. I would be happy to Pepsi challenge anyone that can make a pie in the greater New York City area. Pick your borough. Brooklyn.
I mean, you lived in San Diego for a while, so I'm sure you tried Bronx pizza down in San Diego.
Of course, I love Bronx I love Pizzeria Luigi. You know, I love all those spots. Frank Pepe poos on all of them.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing about for me, the thing about Bronx pizza, right, is like not only is it good, but it's like super convenient and fast,
Yeah.
right? You can get a massive pie for $20, or you can just drive by and grab a couple slices. Like, you're not grabbing a couple slices at Frank Pepe's. You know what I mean? They only got pies for you.
All right.
But like that slice experience is certainly very unique in and of itself.
So I'm guessing you're also a thin crust guy.
I mean, I'm not. I will eat a Detroit style thick crust. I will eat a Chicago style deep crust. I will eat, buttery pan pizza from Pizza Hut. Pizza is one of those foods where like even the shittiest pizza you've ever eaten is still pretty edible.
I my guilty pleasure among the shitty pizzas is I do actually like Papa John's.
You know what I mean? But it's just like it is what it is. I wouldn't call it necessarily pizza. I would call it just Papa John's. Like Domino's. I'm not saying hey let's get pizza. I'm saying hey let's get Domino's. You know? That's how I look at that. But it's like that old saying goes, and I'm paraphrasing. It's like pizza is like sex. Like even bad pizza.
I mean, there's definitely some pizza that I wouldn't try again. You know.
Yeah. But like it's still met. It's still. What am I trying to say here? I think you know what I'm trying to say.
That thick crust is the best, then.
No. I'm saying even the worst pizza you've ever had, you probably still ate the whole slice.
Has there ever been a piece of pizza that I haven't finished? I don't know.
You know what I mean? That would have like, I could see if you're not like a veggie guy, and the only pizza on the table is vegetarian, so you're just like, I'm starving, I'm gonna eat this broccoli cauliflower pizza or whatever, and then it's like, nope, no thank you, trash. I get that. Which is weird, you're just gonna cheese pizza. You know? I'll never understand that. Like, or I don't know, maybe like a couple. I really like the idea of the Neapolitan style pizza, that thin crust, Napolitano, because it's all about the quality of your ingredients, right? Because you can't overload it with toppings, or else it's gonna come out soggy. You're not gonna get that crunch. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
You don't get like even if like thinking about like just like a simple margarita pizza, right? Very light on the sauce. It's like, there'll be like 4 to 6 leaves of basil, a little mozzarella, maybe a little ricotta, and that's it. Super light, but the quality ingredients, which is like I think really at the end of the day what Italian cuisine is all about, right? It's not necessarily, yes, flavor is super important, but like the flavor at the heart of Italian food is achieved by utilizing just really, really, really good ingredients. So at least my experience, and I feel like that's not too far off or too controversial to take.
No. I mean, as somebody that cooks myself, I do appreciate the more higher quality ingredients. So, yeah.
Speaking of Stoic Smokehouse, how were the tri-tip sandwiches over the holidays, man?
It was the biggest crowd pleaser. Everybody
Yeah.
had one. I think the vegans had one. So
They're compromising lifestyles with your sandwiches, bro.
yeah. Yeah, I smoked them down here, threw them into the backpack that maintains the temperature, and then they rested on the ride up. And yeah, My brother-in-law, who works as a chef, he cut it all super thin. And yeah, that was all she wrote.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Did you
What's up?
were there any sauces involved when it came to sandwich building at all?
I mean, they put out pretty much everything because there's like 25, 30 people that show up at this. Because my wife's got four brothers, right? And
Right,
then
right.
extended family beyond that comes. So they have all of the sauces from just plain mayo, all the way to your fancy Grey Poupon mustards and horseradish and kind of everything between. So my wife got some horseradish for it, and yeah, I thought of it last minute. I wanted to put it on a Yorkshire pudding for the bread, but the day of, my wife was like, I don't feel like cooking that today. And I'm just like, damn. Okay. So that is still in the plans to make some Yorkshire pudding and then make a smoked sandwich out of that with some horseradish.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yep.
I feel like bread selection is also a very critical.
It definitely
Critical
would
step,
be. Yeah.
I just feel like whether. I mean, I'm sure just a run-of-the-mill slice of white would still be bomb just based on the quality meat product that you're putting out. But for me, I just gotta, I need a nice crusty situation, man.
I hear you.
What can I say? I'm a crusty guy.
Are we going down here now? I think we're going down here. Yeah. And then actually, what was it, the day before Christmas? I made chili. Yeah, I made like the most bomb chili I've probably ever made.
I think we were talking about how you guys have been like craving chili, right?
Yeah. Oh man, because it's been so cold here. And yeah, I mean it's been cold everywhere, right? The whole North America right now is, it's cold. For us, it's been cold. So I was like, some hot chili would hit the spot. And yeah, I started it while I was still working one day. I just got the meat going, put all the veg and spices in there, and just had it on like a low simmer, and just kept going out stirring it, and yeah, it was fire. Like my wife even agreed. She's like, "This is like the best chili you've ever made," and she ate like 2 bowls or something of it. Like, it was so good. It hit the spot.
And if I remember correctly, you're also camp no beans, right?
I mean, yeah, because from where my mom comes from, like where she spent some time in Louisiana, she was like, "Don't put beans in it." I still put a can of kidney beans in it, just kind of to appease my wife and everything else. And kidney beans taste pretty good, They had some decent flavor to the whole mixture there.
All I'll usually use. I'll usually do a can of
Bushes.
a can of dark. Nah, dog. Store bought, dude. I couldn't give a shit.
Steve says his band will play for food, so apparently we just gotta smoke them up some dinner here and get them some pizza from Connecticut.
We're about to do like a day a little food and music. I mean, food and music, that's hand in hand,
And then my kids Saturday were my wife asked my daughter, "What do you want for dinner?" And she said juicy chicken. And we were like, what is juicy chicken? She's like, juicy chicken. Like, juicy chicken. And I was like, when I do chicken in the oven, when I do the whole chicken, she's like, yeah, juicy chicken. So she wanted me to roast a chicken. And yeah, I roasted a chicken last night and it was fire. I don't know. I've been on a hot streak cooking right now. No bad dishes, but yeah.
Nice, man. That's the vibe I'm going for 2022 and beyond, dude.
Yeah.
No bad anything, to be honest. For sure, food is high on that list, dude.
I definitely
Farewell.
finished 2021 off strong with that for sure.
That's that. That's that.
Yeah.
I had some pretty solid dishes throughout the holiday that I made. I think we talked about Thanksgiving food. Like my turkey was mediocre at best. I fucked that up. I think my thermometer was broken, but the gravy I made was just so crazy. And
Okay.
the mac and cheese was flames. Been cooking a lot of salmon lately.
Oh, okay.
Salmon, I feel like, is one of those really really safe pieces of fish that, because of all the fat, right? You can kind of overcook it a little and not have a terrible dish.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about salmon. I feel like
I would agree.
you know what I mean. You go a little over in the oven or on the plank or whatever, like you'll be okay. And I know there's a lot of people out there that really like their salmon more on the medium side. I can't. It's too weird of a texture. I don't know if that's just years and years of eating like fried white fish for me, but I can't do that. I think I would rather have dry fish.
Okay.
But I'll be honest. I wouldn't necessarily say I know a ton about cooking fish outside of deep frying it or throwing salmon in the oven. You know what I mean? Like I have a pretty decent idea for most really nice cuts. You pan sear it on the skin side to get that crisp, and then you finish it in the oven until it's opaque. Salt, pepper, acid, wine. To drink, not to like.
I mean, fish is one of those things you just don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I feel like most proteins, you reach a certain level of quality, all you really need is salt and pepper.
pretty much, like when I do fish on the smoker, I really just put some seasoning on it and I let the smoke do the work. And yeah, I'm not doing any like the fancy wines and all of that. I'm just, oh, that's a weird place to log out. Yeah, just some seasoning on across the top there, and then just throw it on there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I already had dinner, but my mouth is watering.
I mean, Steve agrees with us here. So
Keep it simple.
he may
Simple and
also
simple.
be watering on the mouth. Apparently, we've turned this into food talk.
I mean, you know, this all feel like we kicked it off with a little toilet humor.
Bring it back around to
Circle.
something serious.
Yeah,
And,
I feel like it's full circle. I feel like we've covered a lot in a very short window. right? I feel like I hopped on a little over an hour ago, and we've discussed um, politics, investing, cuisine, music, gaming, holidays, weather.
I mean, we keep it a lively chat here, man.
You know, crypto gifting is here, everyone.
So,
But on that note, Stoic, I hate to cut it short because
I-
I feel like we're hot, but I do need to run a late night errand to the grocery store to get ready for tomorrow.
all right. I do have one last thing. So it's my mom's 71st birthday on Thursday.
Ooh, happy birthday, Mom.
What? For one, I'm probably gonna have to cancel the stream.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we didn't do anything last year because of COVID, and that was the big 7-0, right?
And you're not going to ask her to take care of the kids on her birthday?
I've actually told her I need her to come babysit. She doesn't know I'm trying to plan something right now.
Ooh,
It's gonna be a surprise.
she watches the fucking stream. You ruined
She doesn't.
the
She doesn't.
surprise.
She doesn't. If she watches
She
the
doesn't.
stream, then she'll get that. She'll get the news ahead of time. But she doesn't.
That would be so good, man. I feel like low key she watches the stream. No?
At the beginning, she does because it pops up for her, but
Yeah.
she doesn't stay long.
And
I
then
thought it
as
was
soon
an
as
elite
she
chest.
sees my nonsense in the chat, she's like, I can't do this.
Something along those lines. Yeah.
Too toxic for me.
So, and she'll show my girls, like, oh look, Daddy's on YouTube or whatever, and my kids being YouTube fans are like, oh my God, Dad's a celebrity,
It's so great.
right? Oh, thanks for the boost. But yeah, she doesn't watch it, so I haven't sold out anything yet. But what should I make is the question now. Should I do another juicy chicken? I asked my girls, and they were like, I don't know. And so they were no help for that.
Well, I feel like you need to draw from your experiences with Mom. Maybe try to think about her favorites. Maybe pull a fave out there. Whether that's a specific entree, whether that's maybe like a dessert item, maybe it's one of her favorite cocktails, something.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. Because I feel like, again, you're on a hot streak of good eats, so you got to maintain, right? So maybe, I don't know, man. No. But moms, I feel like at the end of the day, just remembering is plenty, right?
Pretty much. I could probably make this the worst meal I've ever made in like the last 10 years, and she's still going to pretend to like it. So
Your presence is the gift, you know what I'm saying? And just, that's, and the juicy chicken is just the icing, Maybe like spatchcock, just so you could have Mom saying spatchcock all night. She could tell all her friends about how you spatchcock the chicken. And then cock just starts showing up on all of her Google ads.
of course it would.
See, that's meta. Maybe just have a nice, like for me, my birthday, somebody showed up with a couple boxes of Bronx pizza, Frank Pepe's pizza. I'd be stoked on it, dude. But that's just me.
I mean, I'm pretty simple as well. I would think.
Those are really good pies, though, man.
Yeah. Like,
Those aren't no bullshit pies.
no.
Those
But
are some erotic pies, you know what I mean? We wanna get back to that.
But I mean, I'm also pretty basic. Like, the cheese pie is all I really need out of that. I don't need like the fancy meat lovers, even though their meat lovers is pretty freaking amazing too. But it's so filling when you get the meat lovers from them.
Yeah. Oh man.
Now that you have to
Sorry.
go get some late night food, appreciate you hopping on, man. It's good
Oh
chatting
yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
dude. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Good to catch up. I know it's been a minute, but always a pleasure to connect. Stoic, you're my guy. Wishing you an amazing 22, and let's uh, let's figure out the plan for next Monday then.
For sure, for sure. You back home next Monday, or are you still on the road?
Well, yeah, uh, flights and COVID permitting, I'll be home Saturday night.
Okay, okay. So then, yeah, we'll see you back from your home in the Carolinas,
Yeah.
and
And maybe if you want to play fort this weekend, we can grind a little 40 with flip.
we'll see, we'll see.
Right.
Um, well, this weekend, what am I doing this weekend? Nothing this weekend, I don't think. But yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out as I get smashed by a bear here. All right, man. You have a safe night, safe trip home, and
Appreciate
I'll
you.
see you in the weekend.
For sure. GG's chat. Be easy. Lates.
All right, chat. If you guys have any ideas for what to make mom for her birthday, that's not too complicated. I am all eyes. Yeah. I don't really need those. I come out here every night. Ah. Okay, so then what's out this way? Oh, just I don't know where this group goes from here. I feel like we've been here. Where people follow. People are just running everywhere for like. Oh, this is funny. All right. Mangled Heights. That is that one. So I need to get up there. So I think we could probably teleport back here. All right, 5 minutes. Ooh, can we get a back pop going? No. Oh. All right. Ooh. Dog water. Actually, it's not bad if you if you do a throwing axe, but rend. Let's see, rend, weapon mastery, hatchet. Is rend to this one affecting throw? Rending throw. So throw a hatchet up to 25 meters, dealing 100%, 110% weapon damage, and applying rend, reducing target's damage absorption by 10%. That's actually pretty good. Rend effectiveness increased by 15% if the target is further than 8 meters away. It lasts 10 seconds? Okay. If rending throw hits a target with an effective debuff, it deals an additional 20% damage. Okay. If rending throw hits a target with an active debuff, its cooldown is reduced by 20%. Okay, but that's hitting a target with an active debuff. Social distancing. The skill's called social distancing. Oh. And this one, throwing hatchet, is now capable of triggering headshots and random critical hits. And then critical hits with light attacks and aim throws generate 10 stamina. Yeah, hatchet throwing looks like it would be fun, but it, from my understanding, is pretty hard. Let's start dropping some trash. Blight resistance and corruption ward. Whoa. Let's lock that. That's so funny. That's the same the same image for the Void Bent helmet, which is supposed to be like some specialized gear, but whatever. It's actually, excuse me, it's actually kind of a trash helmet, so. Jewel crafting expertise, I don't know if I have that. Money luck 5%, I think maybe I hold on to that. Weapon mastery. Mining luck 4.9%. That's good to know that. Well, what was that? Maleficence. It's no longer completely useless to go down there. Malevolence? Something like that, yeah. Sounds about right. And all right. After this, I'm gonna have to do some outpost rushes and get some Azoth back because it's gotten expensive. So both last night and tonight I've gotten an orange piece of gear on these runs. So the luck gear may be playing a nice part in that. we going up that? Oh, jeez. I don't remember how to exactly get up this way. Come on, dude. Oh. No. There we go. Okay. Oh, this looks right. I can only help them so much. And now I'm lost. I don't remember the rest of the way. How do I get up here? Is it this way? This seems right. Is it this way? I think... Is it right here? No, it was over there. Our good friend... Solus. Oh, shit. It's scary when people are following me. So I think our friends all went down this way, guys. Oh, snap. Dodge, 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 dodge. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Yeah, that person's not up here. That explains that. Was I streaming the other night when I got this? Yes, I was. I'm pretty sure I was. So the boss that respawns up here drops a very popular weaponsmithing cap. And I got it on the first time we came up here and knocked him. That was definitely amusing. An 8 p.m. chest run. I wonder if they're going to go over to Reekwater. definitely need to get out of here before things start respawning, though. And there's a chest up here, right behind where this tentacle is. One does not simply do an 8 p.m. chest run. Still. Oh, nicely done by that person. Freaking arrows. Bane of my existence. So, I guess we can go more into depth here about why we were decided to making the change over to Final Fantasy XIV. Some of the PvP in this game, which we'll be able to see more in a little bit when we start doing the outpost rush for some Azoth, some of the PvP is just ridiculous. How some skills override other skills that it doesn't make sense. Some skills that should have what this game calls as grit don't, and it doesn't make sense. And yeah, there's just a lot about the PvP that just doesn't make sense about this game right now. And this is really amusing how we climbed up the back to pretty much go all the way down at this point. I don't think you're really saving yourself from much at this point anymore. But either way, it's just frustrating. And I don't think there's any like big raid dungeons or anything in this. Anything you can do with about 10 people. This game wasn't designed to be big armies versus big armies. I mean, the servers are capped at like 2,200 or something like that. So it's not like you're ever going to have big, complicated wars or anything. So, but it is what it is. The switching weapons still is hit and miss at best. Oh, can you no longer phase through this wall? Oh, get out of my way. No. So I've climbed up here like 3 times now, but apparently we have forgotten how to climb. Another reason why we're moving. Submit feedback. You don't want me to submit feedback right now, New World. Is that actually open? Oh, it looks open. It's going to close on me, though. I think there's one other elite chest. Yeah, so many gold sellers in this game. Between the gold sellers and the bots, like, they should have it that you can't type into global chat until you're like level 10 or something. Because honestly, until you're level 10, you have nothing of value to add to the chat. So trash. Yeah, see, this place I don't like so much because you get 500 gear here. I don't need 500 gear. I need 600 gear. Except for like that 500 jewel crafting expertise. Then we're talking. So. Oh, are we going there next? I love going to Reekwater. When you actually have a decent group going to Reekwater. There's a lot of chests down there. So we got an hour left. Hopefully we can get all these good chests down here. The Reekwater, just enough. So, finish up these chests and then faster. Dog water. So, Steve's, I'm not sure if you're still watching. We'll have to put Splitgate on the list of things to try in the upcoming months. I've actually heard good things about it as well, but our boy Bread was in the anti-Splitgate faction, we'll say. Oh, hey, we got the storage this time. It actually worked. Yeah, I have 200 health pots. Let's use the engineering. Oops. Store that there. I thought I had some other engineering. I don't need that anymore. Mining luck, cooking mastery. weaponsmith. Keep those with me. All right, let's see. Oh, are they going this way or that way? I can't even see who's attacking Weaver's Fen. Let's see. All right. Let's see if there's a group. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, jeez. What is going on here? Let's change that. Vegan is the way. I hear this group is very toxic to like the point that content creators have left their group. Dawn Guard, yeah. Um, Seven minutes. Their name yesterday was Dino Nuggies. Frowntown. I wonder if that's a group that's coordinated with. Oh. Oh, did they defend them? Oh, interesting. I wonder if they changed their name to Frowntown because they lost the war. But their name yesterday was Smile Inc. I am not keeping up with the drama here. I just don't know. I don't know. We may just have to go queue up. All right. Let's go piggyback off of somebody else's run then. Oh. Is the Wakanda group PvPing here? Son of a gun. Yeah. Yeah, the PvP in this game is so meaningless, it feels like. Like, you kill somebody to kill somebody so that maybe you can go do your chest run or whatever. But it just seems so, like, unnecessary. You know? which is one of the things I'm looking forward to in Ashes, is that it's designed to be very meaningful PvP. You know, there's going to be an escort or, you know, this thing or that thing. So, this is not going to be pretty. This is not something you run this solo. Nope, nope. Hmm. Well, there is a flagged green group over there. They've been there just chilling for a long time. Aimbot. Are the Wakandocrats? Man, now I wish I was in PvP again. They weren't saying anything in chat, which is kind of annoying. Man, what the hell? There we go. Useless musket expertise. Yay! Nope, nope. Not gonna make that. Dodge, dodge. So when you get up here, you have to come in here. And that's the only way to go. So that is a boss up there, but I'm obviously not going to kill that by myself. Elite just runs by yourself. See you, friend. Uh-oh. Is that the green group? Oh, man. See? Motherfuckers. Annoyed. I don't think there's a way for me to come back to this. But I was impatient. They'll catch up. Son of a bee. Huh. Y'all gonna have to mess with. Oh, there is an unflagged person in there. Baloney. Oh, I'm rubber banding. I'm gonna die. What the hell? Oh my gosh, the rubber banding is real right now. Yumi's almost to the top. I wonder if she's running with like a yellow group or something. I don't know. I don't know. Did they make it so you can't climb over this anymore? I don't know. Oh. That boss is already triggered. It's dude, you crazy. Bringing all of those onto them. That's messed up. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this chest, though. Can you? Is it possible? It is possible. Oh my gosh, how did I even make that? Ugh. There is a chest down here I don't think I'm going to be able to get. I don't think it's an elite chest. I think it's just a stockpile. Similar to this chest. I'm not going to be able to get it, but I'm over it. Ooh, snap. I'm going to have to catch all of my jumps here. Son of a bitch. Hmm. Can I get this box? Getting greedy. Getting greedy. Good times. Oh, here's the arena. All right, let's head back to a town. And do one outpost rush for the rest of the stream here. I am still streaming, right? I think so. um, new for game. Fix the movement bug. Okay. All right, Yumi. Gonna head into some OPRs for some cash and Azoth. Which is nice. You get cash and Azoth, win or lose. So, all right, let's throw through some of this garbage. Hot garbage. Hot garbage. Pretty, but hot garbage. Garbage, garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. All right. Then we're going into an existing round. Hopefully it's not too short that we don't get credit for it, because I have definitely done that before where it teleports me into a round and it's seriously over within 2 minutes of me actually landing. Okay, it's pretty much at the beginning, and we're on the currently losing team, so I'm guessing they took mid. Yep. So if it stays true to how the behavior of this game goes, they are pushing us somewhere over here. I got an axe hammer, 2 axe hammers in front of me, 1 healer, like me, and then ice fire gauntlet user. Okay. Hmm. You know what I don't have? I don't have any of my PvP gear on right now. Oh wait, is that fortifying sacred ground? Pulsing clear out. Where's my pants? Where's my pants? Gloves, and then actually I keep that as my Oh. All right. Making some progress here. That was amazing that my weapon changes actually worked. How sad is it that I'm glad about the little things? Nice. Nice. And there it is. I can't change weapons. The most annoying part about this game. That and weapons that don't even have stun you. But I guess we'll get into it now. My second hammer move. Fucking stupid. My second hammer move here, number has the NP4 for number pad 4, because that's where I have all my bindings through to go to my mouse, whatever. People can phase through that. You can just dodge that. It is a ground effect AoE in all directions. How the hell do you just phase through that? That is some next level bullshit. Is that R? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh. There was one person I was playing with last night that was ridiculous. And I didn't realize they were that good until I finally caught up to them. Because I was just hanging out in the middle fort here, like I am kind of right now. Because right now, like, there's one person there. So, but a lot of the time people just abandon it and then nothing ever happened. You know, someone just takes it over. Like one person can take it over kind of thing. So, the hell are you shooting at? Let's... But anyway, I caught up with him, and he was at the enemy's spawn, and there was actually him and one other player there, and they were really just spawn camping the other team. And when I caught up to them, I got to see how good they really were. These guys freaking destro. We're about to die. I'm about to die. But they essentially like were destroying the other team. Just the two of them. So when I caught up to them, then they had a pocket healer that was just healing them, and it was game over. They were just dropping the other team like flies with the Void Gauntlet. Was it 2 Void Gauntlets? But yeah, it was like a Void Gauntlet and something else, and maybe an Ice Gauntlet. Man, this is as far as you can push us back. Bring the heals, boy. And then the what's it called? Rapier there. Now, Rapier's a light weapon. I would say, yeah, it's the natural enemy of a hammer. The hammer's the heaviest weapon in the game, right? But there should be kind of some back and forth on it. Rapiers have some skills that they can completely phase through all of the hammer skills, which, while standing there, it's like not even like a moving thing. It's while standing right there in front of you. I can't do my little shockwave. I can't do a clear out. I have nothing to like throw this person off of me or create some kind of distance. So it's really annoying, but I feel completely imbalanced. Like, sure, Rapier should be able to maneuver around like a hammer's heavy hits. Yeah, that makes sense. It would make sense for them to attack you like 2 or 3 times between like a hammer attack. Makes sense. Being able to dodge every skill, or at least I've gone through 2 of my skills on a rapier person, and then the rapiers are quick enough to dodge the 3rd attack, because pretty much every hammer attack has got some big wind up to it. But yeah, that needs adjusted. Clear out, specifically the number 1 skill, needs adjusted, and it needs to be able to hit items or enemies that are there we go, that are next to you. So you need to like grit to it, and that it overrides all of that stuff, because it's not an attack to be kind of a domination attack. It is an attack for defensive purposes. It's clear out, right? So that's just my thoughts. Why you'd create the one attack that doesn't have any. I mean, I guess it could be used in an offensive way if you really try to hit your opponent back into all of your team or something, but it's not usually what it's used for. It's usually because you're a hammer person, some heavy duo with hammers, and yeah, that's your weapon to back up your hammer weapon. Your hammer weapon's there to back up your main weapon, and usually provide some crowd control, or whether it's away from you or to you or around you. But yeah, I feel like it nerfed a lot of crowd control off of the hammer. Now, when it comes to this shockwave one, when I'm talking about dodging it, the issue with the dodging of it is that, oh, okay, he almost dodged it. They can be going right through it and still get the dodge on it. That guy's still up there? Nope, now we're doomed. We won before they could kill us. GG's. A little gypsum. No, it was not high at all, this one. Oh, we did that in 20 minutes too. Nice. Yeah, for those, they put it out there for 45 minutes, but a lot of them end, I feel like, in 20 to 25 minutes. That one only got through one of the ghost ladies. What was her name? Baroness. So that one was actually exceptionally quick. I've only been in one of those where we finished before the Baroness even spawned. It was like, okay, this is one-sided. Let's just end this. Alright, let's put this luck gear back on and see if we got any luck. Nope. 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 So there is a glitch that is plaguing me currently. So if you don't know, if you don't remember, I started off as a Marauder we all went from green over to purple due to some conflicts of interest and beef with one of the other Marauder companies. And since then, that's all been squashed, and we came back to green. And kind of actually merged with that group and kind of, fly under one flag now or whatever. But coming back, every time you switch factions, you have to I don't think I can destroy these ones. Yeah. Every time you switch factions, you have to redo your faction quests. For the Marauder ones, at the Gladiator quest, you kill somebody, like one of the Marauder people, like they're a traitor or something. So I am stuck, when this fades away, at being a soldier right now. I have 3,000 faction reputation. I can't get beyond this until they patch this error that you can't go beyond being a soldier. Well, what does that mean? That means I can't use the shop beyond the first tier here. That also means I can't get a chisel to make dungeon keys and expedition keys. That means I really can't contribute to like a group of 5 creating a dungeon key to go into dungeons. So I'm SOL for the Lazarus dungeon until they fix that, because this is behind on pickup. So it's not like somebody can go and sell it to the store, which right now would be making a killing, because there's so many people that can't switch factions right now. Not switch factions, but can't get a chisel because they switched factions. So, yay. Another thing broken. Another reason why we're moving. I feel like a lot of our group has stopped playing. Are they all playing Halo Infinite? A lot of our group has stopped playing New World. Especially, I mean, at the very least, stopped playing New World as heavily. They're playing other games like Escape from Tarkov, Halo, League of Legends is another popular one amongst these individuals. The irony, the people that were toxic previously are the ones that play League of Legends the most. I don't know what that means. Yes, I do. I just call it like I see it. But yeah, that's kind of where that is. So, yeah, the big move that whenever Final Fantasy 14 can figure out those servers and get back in there, or I should probably check before the next stream, which isn't going to be next Thursday. It's going to be next week. But check which, if I can still play on the key I have. And if Brad can download that. If Brad can download that, then we can go give it the old college try. See if we can make characters on like Saturday or something, and then play it on stream on next Monday. But yeah, that is the current stance of where we want to go here. I do want to definitely get more, new year, so the resolutions and what I want to do. I want to get back more into content creating. I've definitely been spending way too much time on New World itself, and not just not recording and making content on this. I definitely need to make more of an effort to make more videos and post more content on all of these things. Though, yeah, this is not going to be where I'm going to be staying for a while. It's just so frustrating. And you guys got a little taste of it just in that outpost rush right there. Sometimes the weapon doesn't change, and then I'm swinging a hammer when I should be swinging trying to heal somebody, and it's just so frustrating. But yeah, so jewel crafting isn't one of the ones I want to level up right now. Let's take a look. I've put some damage in here. Weaponsmithing still hasn't changed for like the last 2 months. Neither is engineering. Jewel crafting up to 176. This is still at 169. I'm not sure if that's changed much. It's slowly going up because I'm doing the modes for jewel crafting. And then cooking's slowly been going up. I need to get that one up so I can start making all the top tier foods for wars and such. That I haven't been signing up for those. That's kind of how out of the game I'm getting. I just don't care to be in the wars and the invasions, even though those give a nice pretty penny with them. Just I don't not into it. And then furnishing is up to 111. That's probably the biggest dent that's happened to either jewel crafting or furnishing, or between the two of them. Furnishing I'm trying to get up so I can get my armory trophies all tiered up, because once those are tiered up, then I'm going to be using these. Did I get any timeless shards today? No. These timeless shards. So before these came out, I was under the idea that it would probably take like 100 of making one item to get the attributes and perks that I wanted on it. Well, the timeless shards allow you to choose the attribute and one perk. So then I'm rolling the dice on the other 1 or 2 perks, depending if I get a 600 or not. If you get 600, you get 2 perks. If you don't, you get 1 perk. Yeah, that's going to substantially reduce that, because that's, math. When you're rolling for 3 perks as opposed to now 2, you have a much higher chance of getting something decent on that second perk that you're looking for. So I am stockpiling the craft mods. It's not these. So I'm stockpiling the heck out of these. I'm using 2 separate, I think 2.5 separate storages for those right now. So yeah, definitely. And then I buy these off the market when I see them available at a decent price. So right now I can make 3 different pieces if I wanted to. And then it's just stockpiling resources. So I'm going to need a ton more Osmodium, runic leather, and phoenix weave. Not so much the leather and weave, but the Osmodium, because I'm aiming for heavy still. But yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, so I know it's probably time for me to head off. I guess right now, thank you all for coming on. I appreciate it, and most likely we'll not see anybody on Thursday, but should be definitely back next Monday, and I'll see you on Monday then. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay away from that COVID.